Hello, everyone. This is Erika with Aurora Heart Healing, and today I am just so excited to be here, so happy. I just finished a session with a client, won't say names or anything, just he's male, and we did some really incredible energy work today. We cleared collective consciousness energy. And this was a healing for the masculine, the divine masculine energy. And the reason why this is so beautiful is because what came through for me, and I can't speak on what came through for the client themselves, but for me, when I saw the energies, the emotion was numb, inability to feel what you feel, or the denial of the feeling of the feelings, um, which was blocking the intuitive connection. So all of us are intuitive. Every single one of us have the ability to be intuitive if we choose to step into that role. The next one, guilt and shame. Guilt for feeling anything at all, and shame about what the feelings are. And as I helped guide clear that energy, I had this deep realization of how much this affects everyone all over the place, because men and women are a partnership. At least that's what we're meant to be. Videos I've been watching recently, the woman receives the intuitive guide, the information, and then she lets the male counterpart know what it is that needs to be done or what she received, and then the male puts it out into existence, which I completely believe, because I've experienced it. I've seen vision in my head, and I tell a male or a person to do this, or that this is what I believe, or this is what I think, or this is what I'm imagining. And then somehow, some way, they always make it into reality, into the reality. And I didn't even know that it could have been that way. So as I continued to do this energy work, we fell into a lot of different conversations and topics, but we ended on the note of the ability, where was it? We have to fix what's in here so that we can fix what's out there. Huge. That is huge, because when we're thinking of the collective masculine energy, how many men are fixing what's in here before they start doing things? I've seen a lot of turmoil, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain caused because someone is hurting and they are unwilling to step back and say, this is what I'm hurting from. Because hurt people hurt people. That's just what it is. Unfortunately, I know from my experience, when I was deeply hurt, when I didn't love myself, when I didn't appreciate what I had to offer, when I felt that I was the worst thing that there could have ever walked on earth, because I did. I felt like I was unworthy of even stepping foot on this planet, or anywhere else, for that matter. When I recognized my pain, where it came from, why, and I really sat with it and really dealt with it, it was hard. It was hard. This person even said, war, fighting, wrestling, all these different things are easier to deal with than it is to deal with the feelings inside. And as a person that is a recovering numb addict, yeah, it is true. What you feel inside is not easy. I'm going through some really tough things in my life right now. And instead of distracting myself, I am sitting with the feelings. So I cry when I need to cry. And that's not easy for a lot of people, a lot of men and women. They sit there and they say, I just can't cry right now, or I can't deal with this right now. Well, unfortunately, you may not be able to deal with it right now, but it will show up again, either physically, emotionally, or it will show up in the next relationship, the next person, the next thing that triggers that deep wound within you, because they will be triggered. There's no way around it. For our own spirit's evolution, it will be triggered because we have to feel it to heal it. And by healing it, that's when we have dissolved that pattern. We don't have to continue going through the same pattern over and over and over again when we feel the feelings that come with that pattern and we heal it, because that's where we have to go. And as I was clearing, well, we were clearing this energy, I just had the biggest vision of men. And what I saw was men holding themselves in. One of the best ways that I can describe it is hold your fist up and hold the fist up for just a few seconds and then let it go. How does that feel? Maybe a little uncomfortable. Hold it up again. Now hold it for a minute and just ball it up. Really hold on to that. Feel how it tightens your muscles, how your arms might feel a little uncomfortable. You're building some muscle there, but does it feel good? Now let it go. Okay, now you're a little crampy. Imagine holding on to this fist for 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years. What is that going to do to your hand? That is what it's like for people to hold on to their emotions, or to not release them, or not to acknowledge them or feel them or understand them. It is like holding a fist for however long it takes for you to let that go. So for me, my perspective, I hope that this message gets to more men that are willing to look at what they feel. That feeling numb, shamed, guilty about the way that they feel isn't something that you have to live with forever. And for the past year, I've been clearing a lot of divine feminine energy consciousness and healing the divine feminine within, which I'm so grateful that this divine masculine came through, because he is fluid. He understands that there is a balance between male and female within each one of us. Not one more than the other. No, each one of us have the ability to put down our armor and say, here, this is my caring, nurturing, loving, kind side. Or put up the shield and say, this is my masculine side that protects. But just like the fists, protecting, how detrimental is that to you? To hold on to this protection for so long, to not allow that release that comes from, this is what I feel. This is how I'm feeling. That understanding of This is a natural, normal part of our lives. Because I'm just going to say it, if your goal is to not feel anything, then you have a dead man's goal. Something I heard from Brene Brown. If you are not feeling, then you might as well be dead. It'll be easy for a little bit to ignore and push away and not acknowledge. But in the long run, in the grand scheme of things, you're not just hurting yourself, but you are actually hurting the collective around you. You're actually being a detriment to others too. Because what we feel inside, we project out to the world. So if I say, I hate everything around me, what is going to be projected out into the world? Hatred. If I say, I love you, even though you've hurt me, we are projecting what into the world? Love, understanding, kindness, compassion, freedom, because love is freedom. It is freedom from holding your fist to life. So with that being said, I hope that more divine masculine today hear what we have worked on and healed, and notice within you how shame, guilt, being numb has affected your life, because it has. I know it has for me. I'm not even divine masculine, I'm feminine, but I hold both within me. Being angry, I've felt shamed of being angry because I'm a woman. I'm not supposed to be like that. Well, that's just a wound that says I'm not supposed to be like that. Well, guess what? I get angry. Men being told that they can't be nurturing, caring, that they're not allowed to show their emotions. Guys, you're in for a rude awakening, because it will show up in one way or another, whether it be depression, frustration, serial relationships that always end in the same way because you feel the same way about them. Feeling hopeless. Where does that come from? It is the denial of the expression of yourself. I will tell you that much. So, divine male, divine masculine, thank you so much for showing up today, because that was incredible. I've been doing energy consciousness work for a while, and my friend and I have been doing it for a long time now together, her and I. And each time it was always divine feminine. And I was waiting, hoping, and praying for divine masculine to show up, because we need it. Women, we are more open and receptive to healing, but men need it more than we do, I think, because we are open and receptive to it. We will stand in our power and say, this is what hurts. But men, I hope that you understand that you're safe to say what feels. Whatever you feel is safe, understand it, accepted, and that you meet a divine feminine that also nurtures that within you, that it is safe to feel what you feel, that you are accepted, that you are loved, and that you are not shamed or judged for what you feel. And that is my ultimate prayer for you. That is my ultimate desire for each and every one of you listening, that you meet divine feminine, divine masculine, whatever it is, gay, lesbian, doesn't matter, trans, that you find someone that makes you feel safe in the fluidity of who you are, which is man and woman. Because all of us can only be made by two different parts of ourselves. We can only be made with man and woman. And that is who we are created with, man and woman. So we are fluid within both of them. And when we deny one part of ourselves, feminine or masculine, we are only living half of our own lives. And we are only able to love ourselves and others to a minimal capacity. Thank you for listening. I hope that you all loved this message and that you know, women, that male masculine energy is coming to step up more and more and more. And I hope you rejoice in that and that you become that safe space for the men that are stepping up, because they are. I have faith and hope for every single man on this earth to embrace the way that they feel, and for each one of us as women to do the same, and that we find a nurturing, loving middle ground for both. With so much love, so much kindness, so much compassion, and a lot of grace, because we all need it sometimes. Have a wonderful day.